Your loved one tried cannabis for their condition and they had a bad experience, and now they never want to try the medicine again, despite the fact that it could be helpful for them. I hear you. That's a story I hear a lot. That is something that's happened to me, and I'll share what I would do in that situation, and I bet that you'll get some really good advice from people in the comments as well. I'm Lex Pelger. I do canna education for CV Sciences, the makers of Plus CBD, and one of the main reasons I got into this work and this industry was because I was trying to get my grandmother to use cannabinoids for her Parkinson's, and I didn't succeed as well as I wish I would have. The first thing I would do if someone had a bad trip with cannabis or THC is to listen to them really, really well. For some people, they've probably told you many, many times what happened, and for others, they barely share it all and don't want to talk about it. But in either case, set up a time to sit down and listen to them about everything that happened. And the most important thing to do is offer no solutions at the time. Listen as well as you can. Go away. Think about what they said. Think about what their worst parts of it were. What was the part that really seemed to make it most terrible for them? And then think about, perhaps with other family members or loved ones, about the best solutions to make the next experience, if they want to try it, the exact opposite of that. Especially if it was at night and it made for a long, harrowing night, use it Sunday morning. If it was because they were around people and people are overwhelming when you're twisted, just be at home alone with them. But get smart and get about exactly what you would do to make it as safe a space for them to try it again. Then come up with your strategy about what cannabinoids you would try and in what order. Generally, what I would recommend is to start with 2 weeks of CBD-rich hemp extracts because of the anti-anxiety properties of CBD. I know when people are having a bad experience, you can give them dabs of CBD, huge dose of CBD, and it's called the ripcord. It can pull people down really well. So if you have a bunch of CBD in your system, you're less likely to have an anxious THC experience. And ramp up the levels. Get them up to 50 milligrams before they try THC again. Then once they have that protective blanket effect of CBD in their system, the idea would be to reintroduce THC at really low levels. Vape pens are excellent because you can take a tiny sip and wait 10 minutes and see where you're at. Edibles are the other excellent way to go because you can give them 1 milligram and then wait an hour or two, and the experience tends to be more smooth. But the most important thing is to listen to them, to be there for them, to be aware of their fears and to work with their fears and to approach it very openly and to be fine with a no. And if you do get a yes, be there for them, not just for that session, but for the next couple of sessions. They're going to need to get used to it and build up their capacity around being in an altered state and being okay with it. And most likely having you around and having you help to create the perfect space, set and setting for it is exactly what they're going to need. So good luck, and please feel free to ask more in the comments.